Hey Dyson, so you're everywhere on the floor. As a multi-positional defender, what type of adjustments do you have to make to guard a smaller point guard versus guarding a forward?
Yeah, I think everyone's different. You have smaller point guards who can shoot. You have smaller point guards who are more get on the rim type people. And you come in with a scout of every game, what you want to take away from someone. And for me, I pride my game in my defense. And I scout everyone, my matchup who I'm going to be playing on before the game. I want to challenge the guy to the best player every night. But like I said, every player is different. Some people you want to take away their right hand. Some people you want to take away their step back on right. Some people you want to keep out of the paint. So that's more of the guards. But forwards is about sometimes they'll try to take you down the post. So it's about finding their hips, getting under them, making sure they can't back you down. Like I said, everyone's different. You kind of have to guard everyone different ways. So that's why I scout people before I play them.
Appreciate it.
Grown year by year, both offensively and defensively. You got a pretty big role this season. You're very confident offensively. You had that game winner during the friendlies as well. So I'm curious, what do you think has been your biggest growth, and what particular skill that's given your coaches on the national team the trust to keep you on the floor the biggest role?
Yeah, I think going back and playing with the national team is always fun, and it's a great experience playing with the rumors and just playing with the country gives you such a sense of pride. And I think one thing that not changed, but that I really brought into this little campaign was my mindset. And I know that my first 2 years in the NBA, my first year at the World Cup with Australia last year wasn't me and how I exactly wanted it planned it to be. And I know that I have so much more in me, so much more that I can do. And it's about coming in with that mindset, being confident in myself, trusting my work that I put in. And I think that playing that Olympics and that Olympic campaign really boosted me, going into the season. And I'm excited because I really want to show this year.
Able to play. When you're coming to a new team and learning a new system and trying to develop chemistry with that, how can you kind of balance that kind of learning and catching up to something that fast, that fast pace of play, while also being able to reinforce your strengths and lead the defense? Yeah,
for me, I like playing fast. I think that's what helps me with my game. And when you look at our roster, we've got such athletic wings. We've got Trey, obviously, really fast point guard, who's willing to throw the ball ahead. We've got guys who can play above the rim. We've got shooters. So if we play fast and we keep the ball moving around, it's going to be hard to stop. So I think that's what we have to do coming into this year. Keep the ball through the floor, try to move it forward with the pass. And then obviously, we've got some guys that sound like like these guys who can play above the rim as well, come up with different roles and stuff. So we have a very versatile group. Like I said, people names Gerald, he likes to play above the rim, but playing fast means that teams are, you got to get back in transition as well on defense. So we're going to have to work together with that and make sure that I know that we're good offensive rebounding team last year, the Hawks were, so that's going to be important. But it's going to be important to have people back as well, because when you play fast, get on the floor, it comes with a little bit more turnovers and stuff like that. So, but for me, I want to take the challenge of guarding the best player every night, and just being out there, being that kind of that backbone for guys like Trey, being able to switch things, 1 through 4, defend bigger people, defend smaller guys. So just being everywhere on the floor. I got a big goal this year of making the first team all defense. So I'm going to try to go out there and make that happen.
Hey, and then secondly, how has your time in New Orleans prepared you for potentially a new role and obviously the opportunity now being a boss?
Yeah, I think I got called at 6 a.m. and I was asleep, so I was like woke up out of my sleep and I was like kind of groggy, picked up the phone, wasn't really expecting it. So I was kind of shocked, especially for the first day. But once kind of everything settled down and I was able to come to myself and my thoughts, that I was excited. I knew I wanted to be a part of a team like this, a team that plays fast, a team that has the opportunity to maybe be good. And I was really excited. But, playing New Orleans, I learned a lot. I was kind of playing behind like some all-star caliber players, some veterans as well, which I was able to learn from my first 2 years, and that was great for me. But I think this trade has come at the right time, and we're going to year 3, ready to make that big jump, and that's what I'm ready for. So I'm really looking forward to this year. NBA has been a lot of shooting work, and just finding what feels comfortable and what I want to stick with. And I think my Olympic campaign, I shot the ball pretty well, so I was very happy with that. And I want to carry that over into the NBA season this year. And I've been working with Kyle a lot, and one of the greatest shooters to ever play this game. So I've been working with him. I've been getting some tips from him. I'm excited because I've changed my shot a little bit, getting a lot faster, keeping the ball high. So I'm looking forward to getting a lot of open shots because when you play with the elite passes like Trey, they're really good open shots for sure.
To kind of piggyback off that question, you mentioned working with Kyle and changing your shot. What were some specific tips or advice that he gave you, or drills he had you do, and I guess in the mechanics, how did your shot change?
Yeah, so a lot of it was in the legs and getting my hips back. When I was catching, a lot of my hips were dropping down, my knees were kind of folding in, whereas this one's about getting my hips back. And that also excels me to have a faster shot and keeping the ball high as well. Taking that big tip out of the shot, to get it to my spot, getting it over my right toe, and then get my elbow high. So these are the main focuses that we've been working on, and it already feels comfortable. I've been working with him for a few weeks now, and I'm starting to get the flow and the little things, and the shot feels really good. So it's just about repetition now.
Like that. But especially you have a very weird knack for back tapping rebounds and somehow getting offensive boards that way. Did you where did that skill come from, and also just when did you start developing it?
Yeah, I think for me it's just about making winning plays. I would consider myself a player that has a pretty good basketball IQ. I know, on offense when to cut, the spots I need to be in. I know on defense, where I have a good assumption of where the ball's going to go, what players like to do, their tendencies. So just being in the right spot. But like I said, the back tap is just, I've been offensive rebounder my whole career. But when you come here and you come up against, bigger bodies, athletic guys, sometimes you can't grab it, you just got to tip it out. And most of the time, your team's going to be at the half-court line, or you're going to be at the backside. So if you get out there, there's going to be someone there. So I'm usually in the corner a lot, so I'm crashing, three-point shots and stuff. And whenever I can get my hands on the ball and tip it out, I'm going to do that. I wouldn't say it's really come from anywhere. I think it's an easy thing to do. It's just about having the mindset of going to do it. Thanks for that.